Hello. Time to do our card of the day, but yet we're using a new deck. We're already picking a card. Page of Bows. Stoet. Maybe could be butchering that. So let me back up and show you. I just, for some reason, this is the first time I felt like really like, you need to get this for this, because sometimes during the new season I will get a new deck for like one time for Mabon. I got a new deck. I got the Seasons of the Witch one, and then for the Oyana, my brain just went blank. I got this another one. I got the Ancient Stones deck. So anyway, so this season for these summer solstice, Litha, I looked at the Seasons of the Witch decks, and I really I would love to have all of them, but for some reason for this time they were like, no, not yet. So, but then I saw someone doing a card a reading, and then they used this deck, and I was like, oh, and then they kept pushing me to get it. They've never pushed me to get one like this before, but anyway, so it comes in this great big box, and it comes with this great big book. See, and then it's called the Wildwood Tarot, and they have it's like a great big explanations for all of it, which is handy to have whenever you feel like reading those. And then, but see, it's nice too, like, so there's a fly in here. So here, and so they do have, the suits are different, like, so it'll say, this says Suit of Stones, and but it does show like the position on the wheel. This is the period of this Suit of Stones is a period of winter, moving from Samhain through midwinter to Imbolc, and the element is earth. And then you have the associations, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I just thought I would share that. So we have today we're going to be playing with our new deck, Wildwood Tarot. And the other thing is that they do have, you can see, I think they have added, maybe not. I thought that maybe they had added cards too, but maybe not. Anyway, they had the decks kind of separated out in the box, and I was like, I just threw them all together, so we'll see. I don't know. I just got it, like the guy just left. So Seven of Bows, clearance. So I'm assuming the bows is like the wands. We don't know, but here we go. What is this? The shaman. Ha 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 ha. Look at him. Let me see if I can get him better. There we go. That's cool. Okay, I think I'm done. I think we're done. All right, all done. Okay, so we got the shaman, Seven of Bows, and the Page of Bows. I just want to look at these for a second. See, they have the little, I guess they're making the big old, okay. Very cool. Look at him, so cute. And the waterfall and the ferns. I've got a thing for ferns. Okay, sorry, focus. And then that shaman, look at him with all his tools. Okay. Oh, and then look how they have these, they have the smoke coming up there. So that's tying in there. And all the trees and all the green. Okay, focus. All right, let's close our eyes for a second. Really grounding into this moment. We already closed our eyes. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, nice and slow. try and do this breath on a count of at least 7. Again, just taking it nice and slow, not just nice and slow, really grounding home with Mother Earth. We're very much being asked to connect with her this morning. I keep saying this morning. I'm so used to being in the morning. It is not this morning. It is this afternoon. Because again, I had to wait on this. Breathing in nice and slow through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time there. Just really putting this intention too on your heart center. Bringing that beautiful Mother Earth energy up from Mother Earth. Father Sun energy from Father Sun. That beautiful source light energy of clarity coming through our crown. The beautiful energy of unconditional love and being held coming up through our root from Mother Earth. So breathing in one nice, long, slow, deep breath. And release. Really coming home in this moment. Oyana kiano suyana oyana. Oh, they're really like home. Home. Oyana kiano oyana siano tuyano oyana. Home. Oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Okay, so I have no idea where we're going to go with these 7 of bows and page of bows. These are all so foreign to me. So I'm just trusting the word from yesterday. Trust. I got wax all over it, but there's trust. It's from yesterday, so we're keeping that. We're going with that again today. And iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. So what do we have to say about these cards today? And I feel like home is a big iana kiano suyano oyana kiano oyana. Finding a home within ourselves. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. The shaman card's right in the center. I feel like that's significant, and the placement. And then I had the page of bows on the right and the 7 of bows on the left. Oyana kiano oyana kiano oyana kiano suyano oyana. Clearance. That word clearance keeps popping up. Oyana kiano oyana siano tuyano oyana. Iana siano tuyano oyana. Okay, so with this, they're kind of talking about what I've already been kind of doing, but and this is, they're bringing in another element of why. Iana kiano suyano oyana, because so I don't know if you guys have been feeling the energy of needing to clean everything out, of decluttering, like finally getting down, sitting on your butt in the bathroom and cleaning out all underneath those cabinets and drawers and everything, and the same with like just all the different places that you've been looking that are just like been irking you, like you finally digging into them and cleaning them out. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. Iana siano oyana. So they're bringing, so I've been in that focus for a little bit, but in a different way. It hasn't been like, it's just been an easy flowing going of it. Iana kiano suyano tuyano is a settling into it. Oyana kiano oyana, of clearing out the old, of clearing out the old, of clearing out the old, making way for new. But oyana kiano suyano oyana, not as you would oyana ohana siano oyana, not as you would think. Iana kiano oyana, because a lot of times when we say this, they're saying a lot of times when you think like this, you think, oh, we're going to get rid of all this junk so we could get new shiny things to replace that. Iana kiano suyano tuyano oyana kiano suyano tuyano oyana. But we are entering a phase, they're saying we're entering a phase of different, of iana kiano oyana, coming out of needing all of this stuff to make us feel rooted and safe in our homes and like accomplished, and feel a sense of there's having more is better, having bigger is better. We're coming out of that phase and moving into the realization that all we ever needed, our home, the only home we ever needed, was right here within ourselves. We are the home that we need to feel like we belong in. We keep adding trinkets to our houses to make them feel like home. But we are the ones that we need to be adorning to feel like home. Iana kiana oyana, but not in the way of Iana kiana oyana, siana oyana. Ana siana oyana kiana oyana. And they're saying take that as you will, that you can totally do the adornment as in earrings and tattoos and all the different ways, as iana kiano suiana oyana tiano oyana. They're like, you could even go do some face paint, have fun, bring joy to your lives, even if it makes everyone else run. Iana kiano suiana tuiano oyana. Ana kiana oyana. The most important thing is starting to feel settled within our bodies, starting to feel good and at home and cozy within our bodies, getting rid of all the excess, making space just to breathe, just getting rid of the excess, just because we're starting to realize that it was never needed. We didn't need it to begin with. We were just accumulating as like a iana kiana oyana, as a part of nesting and helping ourselves feel safer in the environment. It's almost as if the more we have, it'll hold us down steady and safe within this space. And they're saying it's time to clear the waste, clear the waste, clear the waste. Oyana kiano suiano tuiana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Ayana siano tuiano oyana. Bare bones, bare bones, bare bones, bare bones. Oyana kiano suiano oyana. Okay, so they're saying like it's not as drastic as going down to the sheetrock. It is not as drastic as that. But if there is, you're starting to naturally feel like they're not saying that they are trying to force you to do these things. You are starting to naturally feel how all of this so much stuff is making you uncomfortable, as before it made you feel good and held. So now if you have a wall full of like frames and doodads and everything, you may and that before you looked at it and you were like, you looked at it and you were like, fine, I feel good seeing this and feeling into this. I feel good. But now it feels like too much. It feels like too much. It's overwhelming. Too much is overwhelming now. When before it felt good, like a weighted blanket, now it's starting to feel like a blanket that has like pet hair in it. It's causing you to be a little itchy. So they're saying you don't have to they're not telling you that this is the key and the magic wand to fix all your problems. They're saying just follow this feeling, because it is oyana kiana oyana, the next phase. Iana kiana oyana siana oyana. It's like you're coming home. You're coming home to you and yourself, and that is the true beauty and all of it. Iana kiana oyana is falling in love with you, finally feeling comfortable with who you are, exactly as you are. falling in love with who you are exactly as you are in this moment, coming home to you. Coming home to you. That is where we are. Iana kana siano tuyano oyana. So all the things that we are adding and adding and adding and adding to make us feel comfortable and safe in our homes is starting to feel overwhelming because we don't need it as much. When before we may have needed like 20 pictures on the wall or 20 different kinds of books and candles or whatever it is, we may only need like 4 or 5 is what they're saying. They're not saying like go and throw everything away and just go live in a car. If that's your dream come true, go for it. That's fine. But that's not what they're saying. They're saying follow your heart and where it's leading you with this. If it's saying you need to pare down because you don't need it and it's cluttering your mental space, your this new energetic space. Maybe your energetic space is taking up more space and it's filling up these areas. You're like, my wings need room to expand. So I need to make some room by getting rid of these, whatever it is. Iana kiana oyana, ana siana oyana. They're having fun. Iana kiana oyana. So they're just saying, just follow the leader in this, which is you. You're telling you have this innate sense of, I don't need this anymore. Then get rid of it. I don't need this anymore. Get rid of it. You've been holding on to something for years and holding on to this for years and holding on to that for years because I might need that and I might need this and what if I need this and what if I need that? And you're coming to a point where you're like, I don't need any of this shit. It's time to get rid of it. It's time to let it all go and get down really only invest my time and energy and money into the things, these new fun little things that bring you joy. Did my thing burn out? It did already. But and so they're just saying have fun and like really if you get rid of all the things that aren't bringing you joy anymore, Marie Conduit, that shit, then it will give you more time and energy to put into the things that do bring you joy. So follow your leader. That is your intuition telling you it is time to release and let go of the things you've been holding on to that you no longer need. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Oyana siano tuyano oyana. Iana kiana oyana. Okay, so that was this clearance. It's like you're having a clearance sale of your surroundings. You're going through the house, clearing it all out. Yeah, and don't touch this room though, because this is my fun stuff. And then, I keep wanting to get sidetracked on these little things. Like I was going to tell you, heck, who cares? I'm going to tell you all the stories. But anyway, so the closet back there, this was my son's room before he went off to college. In the closet back there he's been gone for over 4 years now, because he's going to be doing 5 years of school. Lord help us. And then, so for over 4 years now, he's been gone and his closet has been full of his stuff. This closet has been full of his stuff and he hasn't touched it. And I've been trying to get him to touch it. And then the sense, it kept building and building. What they're talking about has been building in me. I didn't know what they were talking about. And now I know what they're talking about. So I really appreciate this. And I would love to know if you know what they're talking about too. But anyway, I was like, it's happening. I'm getting stuff out of here. So I packed up everything in that closet and sent it to his apartment with my husband to his apartment in Raleigh. So you're welcome. He's going to be like, what the heck? You do. But that's okay. All right, so focus back to this. So, stage 1, you're feeling the itch, the cleanse and clear out all the excess. You're cleansing and clearing out all the excess. It's almost like with they're showing like doing like your little Palo Santo, your incense, whatever it is, and it's the same thing. They're saying, yes. Okay, so they're going deeper too with that. So they're talking about how all of our stuff holds energy. So when we're holding on to this stuff and we're holding on to it for just in case, even though we don't want it, and then we feel guilt about holding on to it, and we're putting all that energy into it. So, it's all of this energy. So it's extra. It's like it's all packed up in there of this guilt, and it's all this energy packed up in all of our cabinets and shelves and stuff of every time we look at it and it's covered in dust and we feel guilty and all that. It's just all this not amazing energy taking up space, right? And so they're saying by oyana kiana oyana, so why allow that to take up this energetic space when even if it's like an empty hole, because you got rid of all those books and you're like, well, now there's an empty hole. Even still, you're looking at that hole, you're like, oh, proud of that empty hole, because now there's not a stack of books that nobody's opening forever. And I'm just holding on to them just in case there's the end of the world crisis and we don't have electronics to listen to your books. So you need a book. I still have some books, but I'm just talking about other people's books. They don't read. So anyway, they're saying if it's been bugging you, they don't want the thing, you don't want the thing, you've been keeping hold of the thing just because, just in case, that just in case scenario, that's holding an energetic space that is not full of grace, that is not welcoming of, it's just not free flowing, moving space. It's like this stagnant, stale, sad, sad energetic space holder. And so they're like, get rid of it and you'll feel lighter, right? It's because as soon as you get rid of it, you're like, oh, I feel so much better, because it's been holding this sad, stale space of energy. And I never thought about it like that, so I really appreciate that. It's like you are. So the image they have in my head now, it's like this really beautiful, it looks like a vortex, but of like the greenery and then the water like going, circling, like vortexing in the center. And it's like oyana kiana siano tuiano oyana iana kiana oyana. It's like you're creating iana kiano suiano oyana, this new space that will be more conducive to growth and to healing and to expansion. It's just as if we were to clip some of the dead stuff off of a bush to allow it to grow larger. Deadheading the flowers. So that way it has more space to grow. It's not replacing, it's just allowing for more space to grow and to heal and to breathe from within. And that we are in this space of this beautiful, beautiful space of healing and expansion and just coming to terms with, but in a good way. They're saying, don't take that like, I guess this is who I am. They're saying like, you're coming to terms with, this is who I am. Wait a minute. That's not a bad thing. I've been like, being like, this is me, this is, all I have. Instead, now you're getting into this phase of, this is me. Look at what all I have. You are changing your whole mindset. So of course you would change your environment that holds this beautiful being and what she is becoming. You are becoming this magician that creates the life that she's always wanted, instead of sitting by and being like, oh, this is my life. You are coming in and you are creating these beautiful scenarios of, what if this was to happen? Oh my gosh, what if I could do this? What if I could become this? But in the meantime, look at who I am now. Look at how far I've come. I've come so far. Look at where I started. Look at where I am now. Look at the growth that I've had. Look at all that I've become. Oyana kiono sawiono tuiono oyana. Look at the doors that have opened. The doors that I have closed. The new chapters I am writing. Dogs at the door. The new Iana Kiana Oyana, the new ways you look forward to grow. Iana Kiana Oyana. There's just so much opportunity now than ever before. This is a fertile time on earth. We may be looking at it as it's this scary time of war. In a lot of ways it is. It's like humanity isn't knowing what to do with itself, and it's like but they're saying we must concentrate on continuing. All right, I gotta let her in. She's gonna scratch the paint. Hang on one second. I don't know if it's gonna storm or what. Okay, focus. Okay, so okay. So we must continue to focus on our growth as we're giving helping hands where we can. You don't have to, we're not saying to ignore situations at hand. Help where you can, help where you can, but keep growing from within, because the good, just as it's like, be like the weed that keeps growing and growing and growing and pushing out what it thinks it doesn't need. Like, it's like pushing out. So you be like the weed and push out what is no longer needed. And keep leaning on trust that you keep doing what you can do. Being the helpful hand where you can, growing from within, and not giving up on trust, and building something grand. Oyana kiano suwiano tuiano oyana. Iana kiano oyana. I don't know if I want to say it. I always like throwing words and I'm like, I don't know if I want to say that. Because you're like, there's just a lot of growth when there's a lot of shit. It's good fertilizer. So allow the fertilizer to settle in there and bring growth to that. Bring hope with that. Bring goodness to where others thought there wasn't any. Show other people how to keep hoping for more, how to keep wanting more, how to keep growing and learning and healing out of the what they would think would be desolate times, that there wouldn't be a drop of hope left in the world. Show them how we grow our own hope, that we are the home that we need. We are the home, that we don't need all the things to be happy. We are the home that we need. So even if all of my beautiful things in this room that I love so much, even if this home was to burn and or flood or whatever it is, knock on wood, all the things, whatever, if something was to happen here, I am the home I need. My dog, wherever she went, is the home I need. And my kitty cats and my sons and my husband and my family and friends, they are my home. I am my home, and they are like Iana Kiano Soyano Tuyano Oyana. It's like and they are like these offshoots of my home. Like they are like my sidecars. Iana Kiana Iana Siana Oyana. But Iana Kiana Oyana. So if we keep just working on us, then we are gonna make it to where we're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We have to keep pushing and teaching that and showing others how we can grow our own hope. Keep planting those seeds. Keep planting those seeds. Keep planting those seeds. Keep being your own magician. Keep being your own Iana Kiana Oyana Siano Tuyana Oyana Kiana Oyana Ana Siana Oyana. Own healer, own guide, own confidant. Iana Kiana Oyana. We are really diving in deep here with our relationship to self. Learning to trust self. We have mistrusted ourselves for so long because we have been told that we have to ask, we have to receive all of our information outside of ourselves. And they're not saying don't like ever hit Google, hit up Google or doctors and all that stuff. Do all that as well, yes. But start learning to lean into you and your intuition and what your heart is telling you you need. If you feel like that you've been drinking too much tea, you need to drink more water, then there's something to that. Listen to that. Don't wait until Google, because whenever, also the other reason why you're doing that is, I keep opening my eyes too much and it's starting to hurt. The reason why we do that also is not out of mistrust, but out of we're looking for an out. We're telling ourselves we need to drink more water and less tea, right? But we're Googling it. Please tell me I'm wrong, because I don't want to give up drinking all the tea all the time, right? So we're looking for an out. So that's another reason why we look at outside sources, is we just look for an out because we don't want to do the thing that we know we got to do. But this is a time where we're coming home to ourselves, learning to trust ourselves. The more we listen to ourselves, the more our inner voices will become louder, to where we can hear them more clearly. We can hear, when we listen and hear our guides over and over and over again, they're just like, yeah, everybody's feeling in sync. They're talking more, they're jamming more, they're like, just everything's going more in sync. The more we push them away and out or to the side, the more we decide it's not worth it. I'm going to stick with my freaking tea. I'll deal with it. Whatever the consequences may be, they get like, and they're not going to leave you. I'm not saying that they're going to leave you, but it feels like everything just kind of dims. The lights aren't quite as bright. everybody starts to whisper, she's not going to listen anyway. But, maybe you shouldn't eat that. Instead of being like, girl, you're not supposed to eat that. You're going to be sick tomorrow. And then you do it anyway and you get sick. And they're like, I told you. Thank you so much for telling me. And please don't stop telling me, because even though I don't listen sometimes and I do get sick. Become your own inner shaman. Allow your voice of wisdom to wail and scream and shout and oyana kiana suiana tuiana oyana, and sing beautifully. Sing. Allow the inner parts of you to sparkle and grow. Iana kiana siana oyana kiana oyana. Keep pulling out those weeds, the inner weeds, the outer weeds, all the things, allowing for more growth and expansion and room. Iana kiana oyana siana oyana. Taking out the dirty negative bits, filling it back up with the oyana kiana oyana siana oyana. Look how things can grow, bits. Look what we can do, bits. Look at how far we've come, bits. Not saying be all like, iana kiana oyana, I am going to stay in positivity and light, because there's so much finger pointing going on with that. There's so much finger pointing going on here and there and everywhere, and it's all based out of they are still trying to. It almost feels like little energetic brownies. Those brownies that they talk about, like in Iana Kiana Oina, like little fantasy stories that are, going around causing mischief. It feels like that, where they're just causing. Now she's crashing the door to get out. They're coming in just to cause division, causing the division, no matter what. So we're all pointing fingers at each other, not just to the crazies outside of the circle, because of there's different, like Iana Kiana Oyana, other people that are like us, doing the work, learning and growing and all the things, and yet there's other ones pointing fingers at, oh, you're just trying to stay in the love and light, you're not living in the real world, and if you're not grasping the real world, then you're not truly healing and all of that. And there may be there's truth in that, but yet we don't know everybody's story. We don't know everybody's background music. We don't know everybody's what's going on. And if just kind of like how we can't judge for one person, like they don't go out and protest, or another person that doesn't, they don't journal a certain way, or they don't meditate a certain way, or whatever it is. We all have our own way, and that's okay. And even if we are these people that we're pointing fingers at and saying, you're just living in the love and light and you're not living in reality, we don't know what they're living in. They're showing love and light, and maybe that's what they are called to do, because that's what the world needs more reflecting, is that love and light. Maybe then as soon as they turn off that camera and they turn around, they're living in a freaking war zone. And they're living in more darkness than you ever could have imagined. But we're too busy pointing fingers to be able to see that they needed that reflected back at them, and that's why they were putting it out there. So let's trust that we, each and every one of us, know what is best for us in these different ways. And yes, you can put forth if you feel called and they feel open to receive these different little bits of guidance, that's one thing. Like if somebody asks you, I'm having trouble doing this. What do you think about that? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Then that opens these doors and conversations, and you can have these conversations, these exchanges, to help each other grow more within our own realms, without stepping on their toes as they do their own growing and transformation. It's none of our business how many books they read. It's none of our business if they do daily meditation or journaling, or if they do, if they exercise enough, or if they're eating the right foods, or if they're drinking or not drinking. It's none of our business. We show up the best way that we can. We do what we are individually called to do. I am called, desperately called to do this, to show up in this way for me as much as it is for you. That dog is going to drive me crazy. But not everybody's going to do this. It took a lot for me to do this. So to be able to show up in this way, that's my business. I don't expect everyone else to do this. And it's okay. It's okay if nobody else in the world picks up, if they think tarot cards just aren't real, or whatever it is to them, they can't connect to them and they don't believe in them. That's fine. It's none of my business. If they don't believe in communicating with angels, that's fine. It's none of my business. That's where they are right now in this lifetime, and that's where their story is. Everybody's living out a different storyline, and this is mine, and I'm in mine. And if they ask my opinion, I will give my honest opinion, wrapped in grace, I hope. Although sometimes my face shows otherwise. A hard time. But I don't expect, as much as I would love everybody to be vegan and, mostly wheat-free, or, like do the different things, because it would, if the whole world was like that, wouldn't it be so easy to go eat out to dinner and things and have people over and vice versa? But I don't expect everybody to change and do these things just because I know for me it is right. And those are the key words. For me it is right. For them it could be absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong in their eyes. In their eyes, in this lifetime, their story is absolutely not. For my story in my lifetime, it is absolutely, hell yeah. So live your own story. Don't be reading up into other people's stories and trying to figure out, why the hell are they doing that? I don't understand. It's not your story to understand unless they want to share it with you and try, and they feel called to explain it to you. That's one thing, but we need to keep our nose in our own stories. So there's that. I feel like, Gypsy, can you come over here and just chill out for 1 second? I feel like I'm supposed to pull one more card here. Just hang on a second. Is it going to storm? Do you know if it's going to storm? 8 of bows now. Hearth fire. I don't know why my tongue went on vacation for a second there. So so now they're showing, so by doing these things, you're clearing out the unneeded because you feel called to, because you're feeling more at home within you and you don't need all the extra things to make you feel okay. That's not like the therapy there, the therapy factor of buying, of purchasing, of filling up space, of always getting bigger and better and all the different things. It's not there anymore because you're feeling more at home in here. You are creating this environment of growth and healing where it's comfortable, like you are cozy in your own being. For once in your life, you're starting to feel good in your skin, and it is this beautiful, amazing feeling. You are becoming the magician in your own life, the manifester. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana, the creator of happiness and joy, the creator, the one that turns on the switch of more. Oyana kiano oyana. And what that means now compared to what it meant before. Oyana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. And the more you become this new goddess, letting her just become this beautiful being all in her own self, like this, like really owning who she is, and just feeling good in that, so good in that, like, claiming that. The easier it is to be around other people. Iana kiano suiano tuiano oyana. Because the itchier you feel in your skin, the less you want to be around other people. Iana kiano suiano oyana. Ana siano oyana. And they're saying, okay. They're saying, but let's be clear and let's be honest here. Iana kiano oyana. You're still not going to want to be around a ton of people just because you don't. Certain people, they have, like, it's just like things, but they need noise, they need voices, they need company, they need to fill the airtime with stuff, like people, always on the phone or always like going to places. Can't have a night at home alone because I'll just go bonkers because I'm not at home in my home, in me. You're not cozy and comfortable here, so you're not cozy and comfortable here, so you're wanting just to fill all that time and space with all the people, all the things, like not wanting that quiet. And then so they're saying dog's driving me crazy. You will feel more comfortable with other people the more you feel comfortable with you. They're saying, like, it's not saying that you're going to go to parties and stuff now and like go hang out at bars. It's like you won't have that desire, and you're good with it. Your FOMO, lack of FOMO, is surprising to everyone. And then, but you'll feel more comfortable in these groups of trusted friends and family that you feel good with. You're going to start feeling more and more okay, not as iana kiana oyana, put off even by like family stuff, because you are growing more strongly and firmly rooted in who you are each and every day. Your heart is growing existentially to the point where it's like you love yourself so much compared to where you were. And yes, there's still room to grow. Yes, there's still things. It's not like you're perfect. You're not like this, all of a sudden you are like this Iana Kiona Oyana model of enlightenment. But they're saying, compared to where you were, even from like picture as like a teenager kind of thing, that compared of like how you feel about yourself now and how amazing that is. Can you guys hear the fly? It's like going crazy. The dog's going crazy. The fly's going crazy. I don't know if it's gonna. Is there a storm afoot? So anyway, so they're just saying, come Christmas time, it may be a little less, when you have to go to like family things, that you may feel a little better because you just feel better about you. You feel more at home within you. So it's like you're the camper. You're like, I'm okay going traveling because I can just hang in my camper. Which is you. I mean, you can make that make sense because it does to me now. That they explained it. It feels like, it's like you're the RV. Like you You don't need to like feel like you need to run back home as fast as you can, because you are home. You're home in you. You're home in your skin. Finally, you feel good and at home in you and your skin, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. We are healing together as this collective, as this community. We're healing together, and it's so beautiful. We're digging out all those roots of the weeds and stuff that we no longer need. All the things, the roots of the weeds that were growing, that were left there by seeds of trauma and pain and hurt and betrayal and all these things that really causes so much hurt and sadness and grief. And we've been dealing with those. We've been healing those. We've been seeing those in new ways, seeing those in a new light of like, I had to live through these things, because I came out the other side having learned and knowing this, growing in this way, because it gave me the tools to be able to help this person here in this way. We're learning to heal all these different parts of ourselves and see while we've gone through the different things, see all the different things that we've gone through without the lens of judgment, without the lens of shame and blame and all the things. We are learning. We're not 100,000% there, but we are learning, and we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We could do it. We know that we can do it because we've done it, and we're still going to continue to do it as a collective, as a community, and individually. By working on ourselves individually, we are growing ourselves up as a community. We are all like, by stoking the fire within stoking our own flame, we are stoking the flame of the collective. We are raising the power of the collective by raising our own powers. So rise up, keep learning, keep growing, keep healing, keep doing the work. Because you love yourself, not because you are wrong and dirty or bad in any shape, form, or fashion, but because you love yourself. You work in the garden because you love your beautiful flowers. That is why we work on ourselves, is because we're learning to love ourselves, and to what we're learning, getting our fingers all in there, because because we need to learn what we love now. This new me is different than the me that was way over there in another lifetime. So we're learning as we're growing. We're growing as we're learning. We're healing as we're learning and growing. All the things, and vice versa. So keep doing it. Keep up the good work. We're making homes within ourselves. We're turning ourselves into RVs, and it's a good thing. We're like little turtles. We take our home with us, and because we're growing into our skin, like we're starting to learn to like us, these human, beautiful, flawed human selves, and that's amazing. So thank you very much if you've stuck around this whole crazy time with the fly, zoom in, the dog scratching, the storytelling. All right. Much love. So much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for liking and commenting too. I really do would love to hear where you are. And if you've been feeling that, like, have you been feeling like, I don't need that stuff anymore. I need to get rid of that. Have you been feeling that? Have you been getting the itch to declutter? All right, get to work. Love you.